Come on, give the people what they want. Because I was a nutcase there for a while, like a real nutcase. I think we just forget that like skin looks like skin. There's nothing wrong with just having a normal life. I know where this video is going and now I'm just on a rant. Hi! That was the weirdest hi of my life. Hi, welcome back. My neck hair is stuck in my sunscreen. To another Girl Talk, get ready with me. All right, we're here. I switched up the pillow. Did you notice? I thought that was me being fun today. We're gonna film a Girl Talk, get ready with me. But before I get into all that, I have to mention two super important things. First and foremost, I don't think I've mentioned this. Maybe I have. I don't know. I haven't mentioned it in a Girl Talk, so I'm going to. This is what's on my face right now. It is my new favorite mineral tinted SPF ever. You know I love and raved about the Elta MD. It's great. It's good. It's really freaking good. This I like a little bit better. Two reasons. Has a little bit more coverage. I feel like it's thicker and a little bit more hydrating. And it's like $14. So I love that. Versus the Ulta's like, Elta MD is like $40. So a lot pricier. For how much I go through it, but I really do love that sunscreen. If you are super fair, like I have to really blend this into my hairline. Like this would be perfect for the summer, but if you're fairer than I am, it's probably not gonna work that great for you because it is kind of orangey-ish, but once it's blended in, I don't have an issue with it, and I'm obsessed. Second and third most. Second of all. Oh, I said it like that. Target is doing a killer little sale. Not sponsored, obviously. I'm just gonna be using a couple of my favorite products. The Ulta that's inside of Target. If your Target has an Ulta, even if it doesn't, you can order these online. Through February 11th, they're doing buy one, get one free on minis. So, mini of the Benefit Professional. I already picked it up. I'm staring at them on my counter. Mini of this guy, buy one, get one free, which means they're basically 50% off. So the minis I hesitate buying just because I'm like, it's not really a great deal, but with it 50% off, it's a great deal. The It Cosmetics Mini, this is obviously the full size. I didn't buy one because I have another one of this on backup. Buy one, get one free. So 50% off for the two of them. This, my favorite setting spray ever. I swear, it's so good. Buy one, get one free. So I picked up the mini ones of this. And then Benefit Gimme Brow, I also picked up one of these. Again, buy one, get one 50% off. You can mix and match within the brand. I don't know if you can mix and match outside of the brand, but they have Tarte minis, they have Smashbox, a couple Sunday Riley, or maybe one Sunday Riley, Too Faced. My favorite lip balms on there for Too Faced, the Hangover RX. I'll link the site down below and check out the deal. It's going on through the 11th, but I don't know like how it will work with like supplies last situation, but such a good freaking deal. Like so amazing. So check it out. I can't think of any other brands that are on there, but like Too Faced, Tarte, Benefit, Strivectin, I think. So seriously, such a killer deal. Anyway, let's get ready. I'm gonna be using this little mini. Unfortunately, this mini wasn't on it. This is or maybe it was. Can't remember, I paid full price for it. It's the Hydrating Professional. I've been using this a little bit. Let's just take a moment of silence for the fact that I have no live breakouts on my face. Y'all, I can't believe that what's been breaking me out for the past almost like 6-7 months has been my face wash. So, very happy to have my Kiehl's Calendula Cleanser back in my life. This primer is nice though because it's got like this like cooling effect. I will say though, it's not as pore minimizing as the original formula in my opinion. Ooh. Okay. That's nice. It's nice. All right, what else is going on? I don't know. I wish like I could do like a live. I should do live so I could like talk to y'all while I get ready instead of talk to myself while I get ready. Whatever. Once I run out of this, I have a backup, but then I'm gonna try the e.l.f. one because I hear such good things about the e.l.f. Halo Glow, and they're finally like, I feel like stocked up again. But for now, I really do like this. And I have another one, so I don't need it. I'm so ready to get nice and warmed by the sun. We're finally have like crappy weather outside. Not crappy, but we finally got snow this weekend for like the first time, or this past week for the first time in Illinois, like this year. Granted, we were out of town for Christmas, which I think we got a little bit of snow then, but I'm like living for it, but I'm also like really missing the sun. I remember when I was like in high school and I was like in math class, I would just like look out the window and be like, why does anyone choose to live here? It's so dark and gray. I grew up in New York, but I remember feeling that way, like, why does anyone choose to live here? And then I moved back to, I just call it the upper, whatever, up top is where you get like the crappy weather. I don't know. But I really do love it here. So I like complain, but I like loosely complain. I'm gonna bring my darker foundation with me when we go to Mexico. This one's the Duval, whatever it is. But I'm gonna bring my darker one. I do 1 pump of this though, and then I mix in a little bit of, I'm back on this kick. I love the way this foundation looks on my face. It's just a bit too heavy, so I do like half a pump of each. With my Flawless filter underneath, and I really like it. Oh, I've been listening to the new season of Suspect on Apple Podcasts, and I'm kind of contemplating downloading the Wondery app, or like buying the subscription to the Wondery app, because they're like doing it like it's a season now. It never used to be that way, I feel like, with podcasts, but now I feel like everyone's doing podcasts and that's the way to make money off of them, which is kind of sucky because I just want to listen. It should have been like grandfathered in, where like if you were an original listener, you just get it for free. But Suspect is super good. If you haven't listened to the first one, it's like really interesting. It's not just like gory or like graphic. I feel like it talks a bit more about, I don't know, I learned more about like touch DNA and how DNA is honestly like becoming so advanced that it's hindering certain things because it's so freaking good that like it can pick up the smallest things, which it's crazy how far that stuff has come, and to think of like the idea that DNA wasn't even like available, but people were still saving DNA at crime scenes. I don't know, I think that's super interesting and whatever. So I've been listening to that. I listened to, what else did I listen to? Oh, the Delphi, the Down the Hill, the Delphi murders. I listened to that. I finished, like, they finally arrested somebody for that, which is craziness. And then I feel like I listened to something else. No, I'm watching, what's the freaking show called? Where's my phone? Oh, yes, this is what I've been watching, or yeah, watching while I'm like on the treadmill, because Real Life Nightmare, there's some really like crazy cases on that. I'm like, anyway, nuts. But if you guys have a good podcast recommendation, like I said, I'm about to go to the beach and just chill, and not chill with a 2-year-old. Why do I think I can chill on vacation now? This is our first time taking Arlo on like a legit beach vacation. We've taken him like on vacations plenty of times, but never like to, I don't know, to the beach, which I'm excited for him to see the beach for the first time. But also like Scott's stepdad and stepmom, I guess they're not I don't know what they are. Yeah, anyway, they're gonna be there. So it's not like we're alone either. And the place that we're staying has daycare services, so not that we're gonna use them a ton, but like to go out to like a nice dinner or something like that, we might. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if you have any good recommendations, like let me know, for podcasts so I can listen to them. Suspect will launch, like, I think their next episode comes out on the 1st, so I'll be able to listen to a new one, but like just kind of annoyed that they like space it out. I get it, it's like creating hype, but come on, give the people what they want. They want to know. Yes, 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 this color is perfection. So once you have makeup on with that SPF, it's like, I think it's fine. I just really like it a lot once it soaks in. Don't like first try it and be like, this is so thick, Kelly, because it really is thick. Like, it is thick, but it's honestly so good. I've been getting a caramel cold brew and it's delicious. Are you guys somebody who like, this is something I always thought about doing, but I'm also kind of just like, no. So I always thought about hiring somebody to clean my house while I'm on vacation, but then I was like, but then they know we're not there. So it's kind of weird, you know? So I was like, I don't know about that. Maybe if you trust the person, obviously, if like you're regular cleaners with them, regular clients. But I'm like somebody who has to clean my house like entirely. I hate coming back to like a messy house. It drives me absolutely bonkers. So this whole week I'm gonna be like, I got a really good start on it yesterday. Like I did a lot of it, so that way, a lot of the deep cleaning, so that way I just need a little bit of like touch me ups. But I just feel like there's no worse feeling than coming home to like your mess that you didn't clean up before you left. And Scott's like the complete opposite. He does not care like at all. He's just like, whatever. It's like, you're gonna come back to a mess anyways, so I'm like, that's just real life. And I'm just like, no. But my cleaning, I feel like my obsession with cleaning and like everything needing to be perfect 24/7 has really leveled out, which thank goodness. Because I was a nutcase there for a while, like a real nutcase, but we're progressing. We are getting our life together, getting our priorities in check. I've been using this concealer brush. It's like a giant, I guess it's not a concealer brush, it's just a brush. I don't know, I've been trying to use different brushes and I like brought all these ones into my like thing and I never freaking use them. I just like prefer my fingers and a sponge. But like I see all these girls on like TikTok and stuff using like brushes and I'm like, wow, your makeup looks flawless. But then I'm also like, it's the filter. I'm just kidding. But like kind of, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like you can like truly be poreless. So unless you just like have poreless skin. So it doesn't really matter if you use like a brush or a sponge or your fingers or whatever. Skin is still going to look like skin. I thought they were like outlawing those sort of things. It was funny because they like, I thought they like outlawed certain filters in Dallas, and then they also did it in Illinois or like Texas. I don't know if it was all of Dallas or Texas, but and then I thought they did it in Illinois as well, but I feel like they're back now. I don't really know. I don't really care if you use a filter, like go for it. Like my camera automatically has like a filter on it. But I do understand like the harm that it can do to people and whatnot. But it's the same kind of thing of like, I don't know. I think we just forget that like skin looks like skin. It doesn't just look like perfect all the time. Like even if you have really good skin, like you still have texture and pores, like not texture necessarily, but you still have pores, you still have hair, unless you like shave your face off all the time. But I don't know, I just think some of us need to be reminded of that, like especially me. Like I will look at people and be like, wow, you have no pores, like your makeup doesn't settle in any of your lines, like how is that possible? And I just kept thinking like, oh, it's the products that they're using, it's the techniques that they're using, it's their skin, whatever. No girl, it's the filters. But whatever, like go off, I don't care. It's just like sometimes we need to be reminded that skin looks like skin, because you know, in a world of comparison on social media, it can get little crazy sometimes, right? That's like the biggest thing. I really want to have a little girl. I really do. But I'm just like I feel like having a little girl is just really scary in this world right now. Like it truly is. Because, I don't know, I just feel like nervous to see what, I'm hoping that social media kind of has its day and fizzles out or becomes, I don't know. Sometimes I love social media for, obviously I get to share my life with you guys. But then I think that sometimes just people just take it really far, and you know, there's nothing wrong with just having a normal life, and there's nothing wrong with using the creamer out of the plastic creamer bottle that you buy. You don't necessarily have to change it into, you don't have to necessarily buy a $20 glass container with a label to like do that. Like if you want to, cool. If that brings you joy, awesome. And I think that's the thing. It brought, like, the whole reason it started on social media is because it brought people joy. And now I feel like it's having the opposite effect, where it's like making people feel like they have to do that in order to be this aesthetic queen. But if it doesn't bring you joy in your life, don't do it. And if it brings you joy in life, do it because you want to do it. I think that's kind of the, like, hard thing about, oh, my legs falling asleep, about social media is like it starts off with people's passions and hobbies, and then they share it with people. And I think as women, we just feel like we need to be doing that. If there's other people doing that, we need to do that. Like, should I be doing that? And it's like, no, your Tide laundry bin of laundry soap is just as effective as buying it and transferring it into a thing. And if like you don't have the time or the energy, that doesn't make you any less of anything than the person who does it. But if that person enjoys doing it, I don't feel like you should take their joy away either. Like the thought of doing all of that, like serious organization, just like, I almost get more overwhelmed with it because I'm like, it's like a snowball effect of like, what else do I have to do? And then like when you go to the grocery store, you not only just have to like go to the grocery store, get the stuff, you have to come home and like refill it and like, I don't know. Which is totally fine. Again, totally fine. It's just, you know, if it doesn't bring you joy, don't break your back doing it because you feel like you have to. I think that's kind of the more toxic side of social media, as like what seems wholesome can be kind of toxic in the sense of like, not toxic, but just kind of like that thought process of like, am I doing enough? Or, you know, my fridge isn't like super aesthetic at all times. And it's like, at the end of the day, I can guarantee you that those people, either they love doing it or they are exhausted from doing it sometimes. Like I know I was trying to, you know, I'm never like, look at that mess, right? Like, look at that, Miss Rainey. Like, I don't know, I used to really focus on people's opinion of me when they walked into my house. And I'm clean, I'm organized, like I feel like that's okay, but I'm not, I'm less concerned about people's opinions about how I live my life all the time. And there's a freeing aspect of that that's just like, I don't know. Now I look at this sometimes, I look at the videos of like organizing and obsessively cleaning like every single night, needing to do like a vacuum deep clean, and I almost look at that as like, that's not normal. Maybe it is, and like I said, if they enjoy doing it, then cool, go off. But like, don't feel like just because you don't do it, it's not normal. That makes sense. So I find that I can't really watch full-on deep cleaning like TikToks and stuff like that like regularly, when people are doing it like they're like calling it like their closing shift of their house. Like, you can't do that, because it makes me feel like I should do that, and it almost like brings back those feelings of I used to do that. I used to not be able to sleep until my house was perfectly clean. Now don't get me wrong, I still like to have everything like at least picked up, but like not everything needs to be vacuumed. My sink doesn't need to be spotless, but I do like it, you know, to not have any dishes in it and whatnot. So I don't know, I just feel like there's balance in that, and sometimes social media shows you the complete imbalance of things, like the obsessiveness of things, because people like watching it. I don't know, but random thoughts. There's nothing wrong with just having a normal life. I know where this video is going and now I'm just on a rant. I don't mean to be. I think people just need to look at social media for what it is, and like there's so many different aspects, and most of the time the people who do really well and, you know, share certain things, it was a hobby of theirs to begin with, and I just don't want you to look at that and be like, oh, I should be doing that, or da 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 da, and just look at it as like what brings you joy and do that. I don't know, but a clean house is not the most important thing in the entire world. There's more to it, and if you can maintain a clean house and still be happy and live your life to its fullest, then go off, you know? Go off. I think my new sneakers are here. I'm hearing what sounds like the FedEx truck. I heard a metal door, and Amazon just was here, so it's not that. So it could be FedEx. Oh, I signed up for a marathon. Not a marathon. A half marathon. Which is 13 miles, which I didn't realize that. Asked me the last time I ran. I don't remember. I used to really like to run in college, and I would run like, I don't know, 5 miles or so. So we're gonna get back into that. The marathon, half marathon's in June in Chicago, and I'm pretty excited about it. I felt like I needed something to like look forward to and just kind of push myself with my like in my fitness life. I loved, you know, incorporating weightlifting into my life for the past like 2-ish years. I've like really enjoyed it. I've gotten so much more like confident and strong and just happy overall, that I wanted just something else to look forward to, and I thought a marathon would be like a fun, super out there, super like put me out of my comfort zone sort of thing, which the gym was for me. I had never stepped foot in a real gym, like a real paid gym, in my entire life up until 2 years ago. Never once. Like I've done apartment gyms, school gyms, but I've never stepped foot in a real live gym before, which was wild to me. And I fell in love with it. So running a half marathon like kind of terrifies me, but I'm super excited for it. So if you're feeling like at all just not even complacent, but just feeling like ready for something new, or you're just feeling kind of stuck or something, try to find something that pushes you outside of your comfort zone, makes you feel kind of uncomfortable, but also gives you something exciting to do and work towards. Do something like that. I don't know, I'm really excited about it, and I have no idea if I'm gonna complete it. I'm gonna try, I'm gonna do a training course and all of that, but I'm really actually excited to see if I can find something else that I love, that's a hobby that brings joy into my life. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my little Girl Talk Get Ready with me. Really, seriously, if you either have favorites from the brands that I mentioned from Target, Ulta Target, or you just want to try them out, check out that sale. I can't believe it's going on until the 11th of February, but I bet things won't last that long. But such a great deal, and I'm like contemplating, do I need more? But I'm gonna leave some for y'all. So I love you guys. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, whenever you're watching this, night, whatever. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.